Good blessed throwback Thursday, April the 22nd, 2021. It's about 10:34 a.m. I'm here, if you can see the Family Dollar store here at 601 South Main Street here in Charleston, Missouri. It's right on the corner of Main Street and Vine Street. I'm here today because two incidents happened at this store. This is store number 9411. 9411. And it's the Family Dollar store, like I said, in Charleston, Missouri, Mississippi County. On October the 23rd, 2019, me and another African-American or black guy was standing in line here waiting to be waited on. And it was a female up in there, a white female that was behind the counter playing with her phone. And we stood in the line for a while, and the female refused to even recognize us being there. Other blacks had complaints about this female. Workers and non-workers had complaints about this female at this Family Dollar store number 9411 at 601 South Main Street here in Charleston, Missouri, Mississippi County. So I waited for a while, and then it was a white business owner that I know personally. I shop at their business. He came in and asked this white female who act like me and this other African-American or black person that was standing in line trying to be waited on. She act as if we wasn't there, and she acknowledged him right off. Soon when he came through them doors you seen, he said, "Do you have any floodlights?" She said, "Let me take you back there and see." They went back to the back. He came back out and left out the door. Apparently they didn't have floodlights, or he wasn't going to get the floodlights at that particular time. But anyway, he left out and she never returned. I stood there for a little while, and the other person, I guess, stayed there, but I left out. But I complained to a couple of the people that I think that was the managers was there. And I was told to talk to the district manager who live in Memphis, Tennessee, a black female who comes so often. I believe it was on a Wednesday. I don't know for sure. But I got a chance to see this female and made my complaint. And she said she don't tolerate this at this store, and she was going to take care of it. I'm going to let you know something right now, that she didn't take care of it because some of the other, matter of fact, one of the white managers, a guy by the name of Richard, I don't know if his last name was White or Wright, but he later left this store and went to the Dollar General store as a manager in Sykes, Missouri. But anyway, he took me back in the back to look and see, and he let the district manager and the rest of them in corporate know that what I was saying was true. They got kind of mad at him for showing me the video where I can show him when I came in there. But anyway, that went to pass. And every time I came in, blacks was telling me, complaining about this same white female, y'all, that worked it there. I guess they gave her some type of position because she was treating the young blacks where they wanted to jump on them. And I told them, that's what they want you to do. I said, all you got to do is complain, keep your time and dates. This was October the 23rd of 2019. Here it is, February the 13th of 2020. My then 13 and 14-year-old daughters, everybody know my two daughters. They know one thing about my two daughters. Those that done watch them grow up on YouTube, Facebook, or any place else, or here in Charleston, Missouri, know I do not tolerate my daughters to be disrespectful to anybody, no matter what your nationality is, no matter what your political, philosophical, personal, nor religious beliefs may be. But anyway, they went up into this store while I was doing some working a little work for somebody, and they called me. My 14-year-old called me crying and told me that this white female at the Family Dollar here that I'm showing y'all across the street accused her 13-year-old sister of stealing. Her exact words asked my 13-year-old, is that a wig on your head? Is that how an employee asks somebody something? A customer, is that a wig on your head? Now, some 13-year-olds or their parents probably would have whooped that white woman's behind and put a wig on her head. But anyway, my daughter did answer her. But after that, she said, you know you don't supposed to be in here. And my 13-year-old don't normally do too much talking. But my 14-year-old, Queen, y'all know her. I didn't name her Queen for nothing. Queen had asked the female, why is my sister not supposed to be in here? You know, her and her mother was in the store on February the 23rd, 2020. Guess what? Stealing. Guess where their mother had been since 2004 in Chicago, Illinois. The very next month that she was accused, the mother was accused of coming in this store stealing with my 13-year-old daughter. The next month, their mother died. But anyway, my daughter, when she told my daughter that the reason why she had not permitted in there because her and her mother had come in the store that day stealing, and they've been coming in the store often stealing. And my daughter, 14-year-old daughter, Queen, asked this white female who had been accusing other black children of stealing, but their parents just come up there cussing her out. You see what I'm saying? Some of them told the so-called black female district manager that live in Memphis, Tennessee, but she didn't do anything about it. You see what I'm saying? I wasn't going to come up there to cuss out. I told my daughter then asked this female, can you show me some pictures or video of my sister coming in there stealing? She couldn't do it. You know why she couldn't do it? Because my daughter wasn't in there. You see what I'm saying? My daughter wasn't in there that morning. You see what I'm saying? Somebody went out there to tell them that I'm videoing. You see, that's what I'm talking about. Black folks worried about me talking about a white corporation that discriminated against my daughter. Then they go inside to tell another black person, he out there videoing. Yeah, I'm videoing because it happened to my daughter. But anyway, let me go on ahead and continue. But when my daughter couldn't tell my daughter, show my daughter any pictures of my daughter stealing out of this store. You see, that's what they use. They use black people to come down here and disrespect other black peoples until it happened to them. You see, the female there, that worked for him, she think it's a funny thing. You follow what I'm saying? But it ain't no fun when the rabbit get the gun. You see what I'm saying? But anyway, they couldn't produce this here. So I told my daughter was crying. I told my daughter to go to the store across the street and call the police. The police went in there and got this female's information, and it happened to be the same white female that didn't wait on me and the other black customer and went and waited on somebody else. Now, I told the district manager about that. The district manager didn't do anything. Remember, the district manager is black. The district manager, they bring a black person, and then they have black ones like the female across the street working for them that thinks this to be funny until something happened to her family members. You follow what I'm saying? I don't see nothing about it being funny when my 13-year-old was accused by a white woman of stealing. You see what I'm saying? Some of these people in Charleston, Missouri, blacks is some of the most ignorant people that I ever seen. You see what I'm saying? But anyway, I want to tell y'all what the Family Dollar. I filed a complaint with the Missouri Department of the Human Rights Commission concerning this here. You see what they gonna do? You see how they posing? But these is ignorant Negroes. You see what I'm saying? With probably graduated from Charleston out of special ed. You see what I'm saying? But one thing about it, let me tell you what I did. I filed a complaint, a discrimination complaint against this white woman in this store because the people didn't do anything to this white female, and she was accusing other blacks after that. But anyway, yesterday I called the Human Rights Commission to see the status on my complaint. And the status on my complaint was still, they hadn't started investigating it yet. But she told me, even though it's been over a year, she said that they're going to assign an investigator to it and they'll look into it. But let me tell you this here. She asked me, what do you want to do, Mr. Ivey? I said, I want them to give us either a public apology or apology about letter and give us some type of monetary gain. She called the lawyer for them, a female lawyer, and she called me back. She said, Mr. Ivey, they said they don't like your YouTube videos about them. You see what I'm saying? But you just seen how ignorant some blacks here in Charleston, Missouri. That's why we can't get no leverage with blacks. That's why white people run Charleston, Missouri back right now, because some of these blacks, they teach their children to do what you seen them two blacks doing across the street. But anyway, she asked me, what would I be asking? I said, whatever you think is reasonable. Because money wasn't the thing. It was the thing is they claimed they fired the white female, but they fired her around March the 7th. Remember, she did this to me October the 23rd of 2019, and they didn't do nothing. They didn't do nothing to her. She did this to my 13-year-old daughter, humiliated her and my 14-year-old daughter on February the 13th of 2020. They didn't do nothing to her. No discipline, nothing. No suspension, nothing. You see what I'm saying? But on around March the 7th, I think they fired her on a Saturday, whenever it was on a Saturday, because they claimed that because what she did to me and my daughters now. But it wasn't that, because she was stealing and doing something else. But let me tell you what these people told the lawyer. They told the people from the Human Rights Commission. They told them, they said that they'll give me $250 and they're not going to apologize because they done apologized a lot of time. Corporate ain't apologized to me damn time. The black lady that's the district manager, my complaint was against her for not doing her job, and my complaint was against the white female, what she did to me and my two daughters. So if my complaint against the district manager and against the white employee, how did they apologize to me when I asked to speak to corporate? Corporate would never contact me at all, and I gave them my phone number. They got my phone number now. You see what I'm saying? But let me tell you this here. The lady called them and she said that they won't give no apology, but they'll give $250. And this is what I told them. At first I said no. I said, you know what? I said, God will deal with them. They don't have to give me an apology. I said, tell them to go ahead on and give me $500, $250 for what the female did to me and $250 what she did to my 13-year-old daughter. Do you know these people? This is how the corporate world feel. They feel I'm a black man. You see what I'm saying? They know the NAACP and all these other leaders and preachers down here. They ain't gonna speak up against it. But they don't know there's people worldwide that's watching these YouTube to see what type of people these is. Let me show you what type of people these is. Them two blacks that you seen over there laughing at me, what they offered me, they don't even make a week. You see what I'm saying? They come out of Charleston, I guess graduated from Charleston, but look where they working at and don't even make $200 a week, but they laughing. My children's got more money than them. You follow what I'm saying? Saved up than they make probably in a year. But let me tell you, the lawyer called them back and told them that he said you can keep your apology. They ain't gonna force you to get no apology because God gonna make you apologize one way or another. You see what I'm saying? Either have what happened to my daughters and me in y'all store, it happened to you or your children or your family somewhere down the line by a whole bunch of black folks. You see what I'm saying? But then you know what they said? They had the audacity to say, no, they'll give me $125 and my daughter $125 and no apology because they don't like my YouTube. I know they ain't gonna like this one either. You see what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell y'all again, the reason why Charleston, Missouri is dominated by white supremacists is because of some of these ignorant Negroes down here. Y'all witness to see it yourself. You see what I'm saying? Every person, black and white, just about, probably with exception of one, and that one probably gone, they done left because of this district, black district manager don't take their complaint serious. You see what I'm saying? All of them complained about this same white woman, but the district manager didn't do nothing. They put people like that district manager in black neighborhoods for a reason. You know why? It's because they know that they, when you get ready to file a lawsuit against them for discrimination, well, we got a black district manager here. A black district manager doing what the black district manager do here at store number 9411 at 601 South Main Street is worse than the Ku Klux Klan being in play. Y'all think about that. Peace be still.